work on its individual pieces. All right, so quadruped, right, all fours. You need to generate a decent amount of tension. So I'm gonna pull the shoulder blades down, squeeze the core, quads, and glutes, and we're gonna start at the tailbone, right? We're gonna tuck tailbone to belly button only. Very subtle movement here, but we get that lumbar spine and pelvis to move. From there, I go belly button to shoulder blades. Right now I can get into the mid-back, but notice my head stays absolutely neutral. And then finally, we're gonna tuck chin into the chest. Now let's go the other way. Again, starting at the tailbone, we're gonna go tailbone to belly button only, then belly button to shoulder blades, keeping the chin tucked until the very end, right? Then we let the head and neck get involved. This may be the hardest one, is going from extension to flexion. But again, tailbone to belly button to shoulder blades, head tucks. All right. You're welcome to start trying there, but if you're having difficulty getting your spine to segment, let me show you how to break it down. All right, so first we need to isolate sections of the spine. That way our nervous system and brain can get more connected with those individual segments and learn how to manipulate them individually. If you don't have anything and you want to work with just your body and the floor, there's absolutely a way to do that. You're going to drop your elbows, weave your fingers together, put your forehead on the floor, and then from here we're going to rock forward. All right, notice my neck, my cervical spine is flexed, and my mid-back is in flexion, right? So they are blocked here. And now I can just segment the lumbar spine, right? Nice little cat-cow just with my tailbone. Again, very subtle movement here. But that gets our brain able to move just the lumbar spine if we're really having trouble getting anything to move separately. Now, if you have a bench, an ottoman, a chair, anything like that, you can do this a little easier. So from here, I'm gonna put my rib cage down on the bench. I'm gonna apply pressure with my arms to the side of the bench, and now I'm gonna move only my spine below the bench. All right, and we have the same effect here where we are only doing cat-cow with the lumbar spine. Next, let's get into thoracic. So mid-back, same thing. We need to block lumbar into flexion. So sitting on my heels and then planting my palms on the outside but in front of my knees is again going to put that lumbar spine in flexion. Now we need a little bit of discipline for the neck and the cervical spine, so I'm going to find a spot on the floor. I'm going to lock my eyes, and that's going to keep my head nice and still. From there, I'm really just trying to articulate my sternum, right? Closer to that spot on the floor and then further away. Try not to only work your scaps here, right? This can be confusing and you can think that I'm doing flexion extension, but that is actually not what's occurring, right? I'm really gonna find that curvature, that rounding forward, and I'm trying to push my sternum back, and then I'm gonna do the opposite, try to flatten that out and even extend the mid-back, right? And you're gonna go back and forth. Important to develop slow control with tension, right? Nice little squeeze it in range. You basically need to pretend that this is a lot harder than it is and engage those muscles, really kind of exaggerate. And that's really what's gonna kind of carve that new groove into your nervous system. Once we've practiced these two, we can absolutely put it all together. There's really no need to block the neck. Your neck should be able to work, and if you can't get your neck to work separately, definitely seek medical attention because you've got bigger issues. All right, so again, we put it all together. We find that quadruped position, pull the shoulders down, tight core, tight quads, tight glutes. You're gonna tuck tailbone to belly button only, belly button to shoulder blades, right? Get that thoracic. Finally tuck the chin. Same thing on the way out, untuck, slow, controlled, steady movement all the way up. Tailbone always begins. We always end at the head. All right, give that a shot, develop that segmentation, and try to tell me that your spine doesn't feel better. See you next time.